Back in business on the Jersey Shore, amusement parks and arcades finally up and running as the boardwalk comes back to life.
Art treasures found in the trash. New Yorkers help a struggling artist. Diners in danger. What's being done to protect people eating outdoors?
And Jeffrey Epstein's confidant arrested. The charges she's facing.
This is CBS2 News at 11.
City, a man is killed and a woman shot multiple times in Brooklyn.
A risk on the road to reopening with indoor service on hold. Diners are still stuck on the street. Is it a recipe for disaster?
But first, back in business on the boardwalk. Just before the holiday weekend, amusement parks and arcades finally open along the shore. Good evening, everyone. I'm Maurice DuBois.
And I'm Kristine Johnson, now on CBS2 and streaming on CBSN New York. A major step towards reopening today in New Jersey. Casinos, museums, and playgrounds were allowed to open.
And it couldn't have come at a better time for the shore. CBS2's Corey James on the boardwalk in Seaside Heights tonight. Corey.
And Maurice and Kristine, this was the first day that amusement parks could reopen in New Jersey at 50% capacity. It didn't get quite that busy, but there were a lot of people here, and there were some 200 casino pier workers who were also out here for their first day at work, all of them wearing face coverings as they frequently disinfected rides and games to keep themselves and guests safe. From the arcades to boardwalk games, it was clear summer nights at Seaside Heights have returned for families.
Nobody thought that it was going to open in time for us.
But it was the right time for businesses looking to cash in on a late start to the season after COVID-19 shut down all the boardwalk fun.
Here we go for all the marbles.
Tara Murray is a stand worker at Quinn Castle. This job isn't her bread and butter, but it helps her financially.
I call it my play money because I was a school teacher. I was okay, but I know other people up here were definitely hurting.
People like Donald Daughtery, who says his pockets were hit hard.
I didn't qualify for unemployment. Struggle. I got 3 kids, you know. Just gotta find little odd jobs to make it work, Pay the rent, do what you gotta do.
Now all businesses are operating again, some of them filled with hand sanitizer stands and socially distanced games. Over at Sonny and Ricky's Arcade, the manager says they are taking it a step further by assigning 2 employees each day to do frequent cleanings and enforce face coverings. Is that going to change the cost for customers?
Absolutely not. Nothing is going to change for them. We are going to remain absolutely the same in cost, in price. This pandemic is not the customer's fault.
And the money made will ultimately impact the economy.
It's a tremendous income for the state of New Jersey tax-wise. And without this, it hurts the state also, their budgets.
A positive change for Daughtery because now he's in a place to better provide for his family.
This is taking me out of the red already. Like I'm already caught up on rent, and I'm doing pretty well. Yeah. Food's in the house, kids are happy, that's all that matters to me.
And some of the businesses we talked to say it's too early to say if this reopening will take them out of the red. They are just waiting to see how everything pans out during the rest of the season, a season they fully expect to be challenged because of the ongoing pandemic. Reporting live in Seaside Heights, New Jersey, Corey James, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Corey, thank you. Also reopening today in New Jersey, indoor recreational facilities like bowling alleys and batting cages. Museums can also open, so can libraries, aquariums, and outdoor water parks. Gyms and fitness centers can reopen outdoor spaces and offer limited individual instruction indoors by appointment only.
Mayor de Blasio says New York City students will go back to school this fall, and to ensure safety, schools will undergo deep cleaning each day. Face coverings will be provided and required for students and staff. Social distancing will be in effect. Reopening plans will be tailored to each school. Some that are large enough will bring all the students back, while others with less space could have staggered schedules. The mayor says the city's full back-to-school plan will be presented to the state for approval later this summer.
With indoor dining postponed in the city, outdoor seating is one of the few options for restaurants to stay in business.
But some places are serving customers in the street without any protection from traffic. CBS 2's Allie Bauman live in Hell's Kitchen with more on this. Allie?
Well, Christina, Maurice, Manhattan isn't exactly known for being spacious, so restaurants are pretty limited with outdoor seating. The city is allowing places to extend tables into the street. So I asked the transportation commissioner, how is the city making sure diners are safe? Sipping cocktails in the street. This is curbside dining on 9th Avenue in Hell's Kitchen.
9th Avenue is no Paris.
Some restaurants have wooden barricades around their tables, but others have less stable barriers. And then there are the restaurants without anything separating their chairs from traffic.
Typically, drivers are pretty good about, being cognizant of pedestrians.
It's too close to the cars and the fumes, and we'd rather just make food at home. We can be 100% safe.
Indoor dining was supposed to start in New York City next week, but has been postponed by Governor Cuomo, which means eateries have to make do with serving outside even longer.
We try to implement whatever we can with the sidewalk cafe tables. But for sure it's going to be hard on us, now that we don't have the indoor seating.
Restaurants must apply with the Department of Transportation before putting tables in the street. Thursday, the DOT commissioner toured restaurants in Astoria ahead of the holiday weekend. We showed her photos from Hell's Kitchen.
If folks see things that are concerning, call 311 and agencies will respond.
For sidewalk dining, the city says seating and tables must be up against the wall of the business or as close as possible. And for roadway tables, restaurants are required to have a protective barrier on all 3 sides of seating in the street, marked with reflectors or reflective tape.
How often are the inspectors physically going out and inspecting areas that have a lot of restaurants?
Right, they are going to hopefully the coming days get to every restaurant.
Starting Friday, the city will close 22 streets to traffic on weekends, opening them for pedestrians and outdoor dining. It's already started on Restaurant Row in Hell's Kitchen.
We're really hoping this will be a shot in the arm of the restaurant industry. But again, our message today is please, you got to do it safely.
The DOT says it will issue cease and desist orders for outdoor seating not up to code. Restaurants may also face up to a $1,000 fine. We're live in Hell's Kitchen. Allie Bauman, CBS 2 News.
Allie, thank you. The virus, meantime, is spreading at a record speed across the country. Today, the U.S. set another record, reporting more than 54,000 new cases in just 24 hours. Infections are rising in 37 states. Florida reported a new high of more than 10,000 new cases. Just a month ago, that state was reporting just 617. In Texas, where cases are also surging, the governor ordered most residents to wear face masks in public. Many states are scaling back or even canceling 4th of July festivities. Today, President Trump acknowledged the fight against coronavirus is not over.
Because this is coming back, and we haven't totally succeeded yet. We will soon, but we haven't killed all of the virus yet.
Despite expressing concerns about the spike in numbers, the president is moving forward with a 4th of July fireworks show tomorrow at Mount Rushmore. 7,500 people are expected to attend, and that state's governor says that social distancing will not be in force and masks will be optional.
As the infections spread across the country, there were some encouraging signs in the economy today. A better than expected 4.8 million jobs were added just last month. That is compared to 2.7 million added in May. The unemployment rate fell from 13% to just over 11%, but this data was compiled until just before states began halting their reopenings, and that is sure to have an adverse effect on the economy. But today's news about jobs sent stocks higher today, with the Dow adding 92 points. S&P rose 14, while the Nasdaq gained 53.
More gun violence in New York City tonight. A man was killed and a woman wounded after a shootings in Brownsville. Police say someone opened fire on New Lots Avenue just before 7 p.m. A 20-year-old man shot in the head. He died at the hospital. The other victim, a 36-year-old woman, was shot in the arm and stomach and is now listed in stable condition. No arrests have been made and no word on a motive.
Police are looking for about a dozen suspects who they say robbed a sunglass shop in Soho. It happened on 116 Worcester Street on June 1st. Police say the suspects broke in and then took off with $450,000 worth of merchandise. That same night, a number of other high-end boutiques in the area were also robbed.
A random attack on a toddler.
Some guy leaned over the stroller, caught my son.
The search for the stranger who slashed a 2-year-old across the face.
A home burned to the ground after fireworks are shot into an open window. The man now facing arson charges.
And a pretty good-looking day out there today. It was hot. We had some showers and some storms for a select few of you out there. I think it's going to change tomorrow. We've got to talk about the chance for some storms in the afternoon. We'll do that right after the break, so come on back.
Closed captioning on CBS 2 News is brought to you by Arrow Exterminating.
Jeffrey Epstein's longtime confidant appeared in court today after being arrested by the FBI in New Hampshire. Ghislaine Maxwell faces charges in connection with Epstein's alleged sexual assault case. Maxwell is accused of helping Epstein recruit and sexually assault 3 girls in the 1990s at his homes in Manhattan, Florida, New Mexico, and London. She was charged by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. Epstein took his own life last summer while jailed at the Manhattan Correctional Center.
A toddler in his stroller, the target of a random attack. Police say a man slashed him in the face.
And now they are looking for the suspect. CBS 2's Natalie Duddridge spoke to the boy's father in Morningside Heights.
My wife is horrified. My son is very nervous and also under stress. Our nanny took a day off today because she has panic attacks. So yeah, it's not so good.
This father didn't want to share his name, but describes how his family's doing after police say a stranger seen here in this surveillance video approached his 22-year-old nanny and his 2-year-old son. He says the nanny was pushing the boy in a stroller when a man approached them, then sliced the 2-year-old above the eye with an unknown object.
She told me that some guy leaned over the stroller, caught my son, and then she immediately notified 911. She notified my wife. He went to a hospital. He got the stitches done.
The NYPD released this video of the suspect running away. They say it happened around 9:30 yesterday morning at the corner of West 110th Street and Morningside Drive. The nanny told police no words were exchanged between her and the man. She just heard the toddler cry out when he got close, but didn't notice a weapon.
I think it's a random attack. I think we just got very unlucky.
The suspect is described as 5'6" with short black hair, a white shirt, and dark shorts.
Police put up these posters offering a $2,500 reward for any information that helps lead to an arrest. In Morningside Heights, Natalie Duddridge, CBS 2 News.
The young boy is recovering at home and is expected to be okay.
Police arrested a man accused of setting off illegal fireworks that burned down a house in Brooklyn. It happened last month in Flatlands. Police say video here shows the suspect, Damian Bend, lighting fireworks. One of them flies into a window, igniting a fire. Others standing outside with Bend continue lighting fireworks and eventually realize flames are shooting out the window. The house was destroyed. Bend is being charged with arson.
Could storms spoil the start of the holiday weekend? Let's hope not. Lonnie Quinn live with our forecast now. Lonnie.
Well, I think that time frame where you could be dealing with some strong storms is tomorrow afternoon. I know for a lot of folks, look, you were saying earlier today, KJ, a lot of folks getting out of Dodge today, starting their holiday weekend. If you're starting it tomorrow, I think in the afternoon hours there's going to be some problems out there. I really do. I think it's going to get kind of dicey with some storms. Currently, it's mostly clear. It's 80 degrees. It was a hot one today. New York City, about the hottest reading you've had so far this year. Central Park hit 91. Newark, New Jersey, with the biggest number on the board at 95 degrees. Tomorrow, more the same. Hot stuff out there, 90 degrees. The difference is the afternoon hours, there are showers and some thunderstorms. So here's how it's all going to break down. You're in the morning hours, maybe early morning you're waking up, it's fine. But as you go through the morning, there are more clouds in the AM hours. The showers and the storms, they are reserved for after lunchtime and later. The whole weekend, though, looks nice. They're in here and they're out of here. Tomorrow afternoon, they're gone by, say, 2, 3 in the morning on Saturday. I think it looks great. You are around 90 degrees for much of next week, so the heat is going to stick around. Skycast right now is not showing anything, okay? We had a select number of you out there have a little shower or storm today. Most of you did not. This front is going to drop through the area. As this front drops through, again, remember, ahead of a cold front, you always get that southwest wind, so you're going to be hot out there. It's muggy as well. Front's going to come through. It's going to trigger some showers and storms. That's in the afternoon. Then behind it, a little bit cooler. I mean, lower 80s, mid 80s for the holiday weekend. Here we go with the rain chances. They start to begin around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And they're sort of speckled and peppered in the area. That's 1 p.m. Watch how they sort of balloon up a bit, all right? This is 3 p.m. Remember, wherever you see that little flash of red, that's the potential for a very heavy downpour or a strong thunderstorm. That's 3 p.m. Here you are, 5:30. Still with us, maybe right over the metro areas, in fact. So I think it's going to be an eventful afternoon. Whether they reach severe weather status or not, they may be just below the threshold. Still some strong storms out there. Now, by 10 p.m. on Friday, things are starting to quiet down. By the time you get to, say, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you've had the last of the rain, and I think the holiday weekend is looking good, whether you're going to the beaches, whether you're going to the mountains, okay? I think it's 76 to 80 degrees for Saturday, 78 to 84 if you're going to the beaches, and that's Sunday's forecast. Saturday in the mountains, 79 to 84, Sunday 82 to 87. I think at the point I want to make, it's a partly sunny sky throughout your weekend. That does not mean it's a 0% chance, maybe a slight chance on Saturday for a little sprinkle out there for some of you. But for most folks, you would be raving about this holiday forecast. Here's how I see the extended forecast. We're going to go 90 and hot with those afternoon storms tomorrow, 83 on Saturday, 85 on Sunday. Again, a good holiday weekend. Let's call it a partly sunny sky for the majority. I think the Hamptons could wake up to more clouds on Saturday morning. They'll burn off. You'll be okay. Then you get to Monday, 87, Tuesday, 89. This is that heat I'm talking about for next week. 90 on Wednesday and Thursday. It's that time of year, sort of the readings that you sort of expect. It's what we've got for you in the 7-day forecast, guys. Let's go back to you.
Okay, Lonnie, thank you.
Still ahead here on CBS2 and streaming on CBS and New York. They say one person's trash is another person's treasure. New Yorkers flock to help a struggling artist forced to dump his work.
Have a story you'd like us to investigate? CBS2 is on the case. Call our toll-free tip line at 800-CH2 News. It's easy and it's confidential. CBS2 News investigates. Weather powered by Chevrolet. Find great deals at ChevyOffers.com.
After years of battling to clean up lead in Newark's water supply, there's finally some progress to report tonight. Mayor Ras Baraka announced the city's water supply is now in compliance with federal regulations. Since 2017, we've been reporting on widespread lead issues that have left thousands of families without access to clean drinking water.
It's a good time in history to be in Newark right now.
As a father, I mean, this has to be really important to you.
Oh, and this is critical. Development, the psychological development in this town, him coming up, you know, not raised like I was raised with contaminated water. So this is a very good time and a very good moment right now in history in Newark.
13,000 of the city's nearly 19,000 lead service lines have been replaced. Officials say the remaining lines will be replaced by next summer.
A chance sighting on the Upper West Side is bringing attention to an artist whose work was thrown out. It all started when resident Lily Bilgray saw a post on Instagram. The name of the name of the account, Stooping NYC, showing dozens of paintings left on the street for trash. Now, she rushed over to 90th between Columbus and Amsterdam to check it all out. She tracked down the artist from a postcard attached to a painting, and it turns out that Ralph Serrano, the artist, left the city because of financial problems and returned to Puerto Rico. He said he left the paintings behind because he couldn't afford to ship them. We caught up with both.
And I was just shocked by all of the incredible artwork. So it was exciting.
It's been amazing, and I'm super inspired, and I'm just gonna, you know, all these new followers, they're gonna get to see all the new work, and I have to thank them for the inspiration.
Serrano says he's received donations from people who picked up his work.
That's some great detective work on her part.
Trash
really got the job done. All right, Otis Livingston now looking ahead to sports tonight. Otis.
Fans say they want to go to games this season, but there may be a catch if you want to go to NFL games. And the
The Mets and the Yankees facing some unique challenges as they prepare for the shortened season. Here's Otis with sports. Hey, O.
Hey, Kristine. The Mets will have their first workout tomorrow as they continue to get used to their training surroundings at Citi Field. And first-year manager Luis Rojas has admitted it's going to be challenging to try to get all their work done on one field, unlike down at Port St. Lucie. He says they're going to have small staggered groups and make sure they exercise social distancing. He also spoke about the challenge of pulling off a full season.
We have an uncertain future on how, things are. I mean, we've seen it in the last few months. It's just tough to predict some things, but we're definitely getting prepared to go ahead and face it and go through the season and finish it, like I said, and focus on the baseball, have fun, and bring to the fans the game they love.
Now to Yankee summer camp, where we saw Gary Cole throw 3 innings in a simulated game. He hit 99 miles an hour on the gun. The Yankees will have their first workout on Saturday. But will this be the only way fans will be able to watch the Bronx Bombers this season on TV? Hal Steinbrenner doesn't think so.
We've done a lot of work. Ticketmaster's been great helping us out, really putting a diagram together in which would keep everybody at least 6 feet apart. And it would be limited. I'm sure it'll be in the 20 to 30% range, hopefully. It's definitely possible in this stadium to keep people at a safe distance wearing masks at those capacities.
If fans are permitted to get in to see their beloved NFL football this season, they may have to wait in line and then sign on the dotted line, as in a COVID-19 waiver, which would prevent them from suing the league. And a couple notes on social issues in the NFL. First, sources say the NFL will play the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, either live or taped before all Week 1 games. It's one way the league is recognizing victims of systemic racism. And back in 2013, Washington owner Dan Snyder said he would never change the name of his football team, the Redskins. Well, FedEx, one of the team's biggest sponsors, has asked him to change the name, joining major sponsors Nike and Pepsi. Washington officials also said the team can't build a new stadium on the RFK site in D.C. unless it changes the racist name. And finally tonight, many of the NBA players are talking about using their platform for social justice issues, but are they willing to lose a season or two for doing so? The WNBA's Maya Moore is. She missed all of 2019 and before the coronavirus pandemic hit, said she was taking this season off to help free a man wrongly convicted. And yesterday, she was there at the gates of Missouri's Jefferson City Correctional Center to see Jonathan Irons walk free. Moore dropped to her knees at one point. Irons served 22 of a 50-year sentence for burglary and assault with a weapon. He was just 16 at the time of the incident, tried as an adult and was found guilty by an all-white jury, but that conviction has been overturned. He is now a free man. So much for the people that tell athletes to shut up and dribble. Congratulations, Maya Moore. Guys, back to the studio.
Yeah, we know he needs to shut up, right?
That's right, exactly.
Talk about a victory.
Moment.
Yep.
Wow.
Think so.
Thanks, and we'll be right back.
Have you followed us on Facebook yet? You'll find exclusive content, live events, and trending videos to share. Just head over to the CBS New York Facebook page. Click like and follow us.
Final check of the weather here. Looks like some rain tomorrow, or at least for most of us, Lonnie.
Yeah, we're not starting off with rain, but you get to the afternoon hours, it's going to happen. Now, right now, we're having a fine night outside, but you get after lunchtime, some of the storms could be on the strong side as well. We're 80 degrees right now. You're going to be hot, up around 90. The amount of rain you pick up, look at this. We think from tomorrow afternoon until, say, around midnight or so, you pick up over an inch in some spots. 1.8 for Riverhead, 0.9 New York City. Again, these could all get jumbled around and be in different spots. Some of you out there are getting big rain tomorrow afternoon. Not everybody, but rain is in this forecast. 90 degrees, the high temperature. The good news is it's out of here. Out of here by the time you get to your weekend. Here's your 7-day forecast one more time. Your 4th of July holiday. High temp 83, so a little bit cooler on the backside of this front, but it's a sun and cloud mix and it looks pretty good out there. A slight, less than 10% chance for any rain on your weekend. 85 on Sunday, we look good, and then the heat is on for next week. 87, 89, a couple of 90s out there. It's summertime, and this is your this is a 4th of July forecast for you. Weekend looks good. Guys, it's back to you.
Okay, Lonnie, thank you.
Late Show with Stephen Colbert straight ahead. Thanks for watching. I'm Maurice DuBois.
And I'm Kristine Johnson. The news continues on our streaming service, CBSN New York. For the entire CBS 2 News team, have a good night.
Good night.